Julian from Memberstack here, and today I'm going to show you how to set up public user profiles or public member profiles. So first of all, just to explain what that means, just to clarify, picture Facebook or Instagram, how your users will sign up and then they have their own profile, which can be shared with other people publicly across the web with some information about them. So I'm going to show you how to do that, albeit on a much more simple level. First, I'm going to walk through all of the things that are already set up, just so you know. Now, don't worry if it's a little bit confusing because everything is going to be linked together and explained throughout the video. But just so you know what is already here. First things first, in Webflow, we have this homepage which has a sign up form, just email and password, no custom fields. Then we have this onboarding page right here, which has a profile picture input, a first name, and a bio. This is a Memberstack profile form. And this is a clonable project, so you can just start from all of this stuff or clone it to have your own little baseline. So we've got that. Then we have this success page, which it's going to take you to and show you all of the profiles after you have completed yours. Then we have the profile template itself, which you can see right over here. And obviously that means that we have the collection set up. Now in here, we have name and slug, which are mandatory. Then we have bio and profile image, which I added for this example. So you can add those, you can remove them. Then we have CMS ID, which is a non-negotiable. You need to have CMS ID. So don't forget CMS ID. So we've got that. And then we have a blank make scenario right here, as you can see. And we have a new Memberstack app. And what we've done over here is not a whole lot. First of all, we have set the redirect so that when you sign up, it takes you to the onboarding page. And then we've created custom fields. So CMS ID is important. Make sure you have it set to hide from pre-built UI. Then we have bio. And then first name and last name are preset. So I believe that is everything we have set up. Now let's get right into it. So first things first, head on over into Make, and for your trigger, you're going to want to click Memberstack, and then do Watch Updated Members. And this is actually going to solve both situations, both new and updated. That's why we're using it. You'll see why in just a second. So then over here, you can see it's asking us to connect webhook, and this just means the trigger. So I've already done that. We can see here, new PP updated. And if you haven't, you're going to want to click add, give it some name, and it's going to ask you to connect your app. And all you need to do for that is go to Memberstack, go to DevTools, and it's going to ask you for app ID and secret key. Click this to copy your app ID, click this to copy your secret key. That's it. So then you will be all connected. Now let's click OK, and let's hit run once and see what happens. So first of all, let's just go ahead and go back to this homepage. Publish it to make sure the most recent stuff is live. And then let's pop it open. So there we go. Let's enter some fake stuff in and hit sign up. Now this takes us to the onboarding page. If I go back into Make, we can see that nothing's happened because it's waiting for an updated member, not a new member. So now let's go ahead and update our member. John, bio. Fine, I'm a John. Add a picture. Let's add something. To add my lovely new profile picture. There we go. Isn't it beautiful? You can see I have the same shirt on. Anyways, so click that and click Finish and View Profile. So now it says your profile has been updated. And as we can see here, pass through the profile image. Did it pass through the custom fields? Not this time. Make is a bit funky with that. You'll see. So anyways, now that we've got that passing through, the next thing we want is a router. So let's go ahead and do that. Click. So we have these two. And now let's take a quick pit stop and go back on into Webflow. As we saw when I filled out the onboarding form, it didn't actually take me anywhere. We want it to take me to the success page. So we're going to set that right in Webflow over here. Do /success. Let's go ahead and publish that and then go back on into Make. And the reason we added this router is because we're trying to split it into two different directions, and they're somewhat similar. So first things first, watch updated member. This is for new. we want to do Webflow and create an item because it's new and it doesn't exist. Let's select our Webflow project, public members, select our site. This is something that's a bit tedious and you'll see quite a bit throughout this video. Then it's going to have us select the collection. And now we need to map this stuff, but it's not passing through right now. So what I usually do is just write something there. So it lets me save it. Now let's click run once. Let's go back on over here and do it again. And this time, hopefully it actually passes through. Yes, it did. Bio and first name. Beautiful. So now this item is created. We're going to go ahead and actually delete that in a minute. But for now, next thing we're going to want to do is Webflow and then update an item. And here what we're doing is actually updating the item we just created. And it might seem a bit strange to do that. You'd think we could just add all the info at once, but you'll see why in just a second. So again, profiles, obviously we're working with the same item. We're going to map the item ID right there. And then quickly, let's go back here. And now that we have our new fields working, first name, bio, and profile image, all is good. Beautiful. Okay. Now in here, name, let's just go ahead and set this to be the same name that was set right there. Then this we don't need to touch. CMS ID is what we're doing here. So we're going to actually push that CMS ID into the custom field. That seems a bit weird, but the reason is because this is what allows it to be synced up. We're going to put this in the Memberstack custom field, as you'll see in a sec, and that is how it is going to be able to be updated. So anyways, let's go ahead and click OK. Then the final step, which hopefully when you're watching this isn't necessary, but at the moment it is, you can't actually just set the item to be published. You need to add a new publish an item module for now. Webflow has said that they're going to fix that, but as of now, they have not. So anyways, again, select the site, select the collection, map the item. Let's go ahead and use it from this most recent one. And finally, again, Memberstack update a member. Select the app. Oh, I have a lot of apps here. New PP. You know what? Let's go ahead and check while we're here. Okay, yeah, I think it is. So, all right, member ID. Let's use the member ID from the start. And then all we're doing here is getting the CMS ID and adding it into that custom field in Memberstack. And you'll see why once we get into update. So this right here is working. Just to reiterate, watch updated members, router, create an item, which is initially creating it and filling stuff in. Update an item is adding the CMS ID into the item in the custom field. Publish is to publish. Update a member is to add the Webflow CMS ID into the Memberstack custom field, which is important for updating and for routing. So now let's take a look at how this works. So let's hit save, let's hit run once, and let's click wait for new data. Now over here, let's quickly go back here and create some new account. Click sign up. Get something from my good friend Raycast for the bio. Jeffrey, and add in a profile image. Actually, let's do our friend Manuel over here. Hi, Manuel, if you're watching this. First name, Manuel. There we go. Now let's go ahead and click finish and then check up on make and see what happened. So we go over here, and as we can see, everything worked as intended. Beautiful. So now, if I go back on over here and I refresh, I should be able to see that new one. There we go. Here it is. And this is public. This is shareable. If I click view now, it will take me to it and I can send this URL to anybody. So awesome. Now, with that being said, what about updating? What about if Manuel over here clicks edit profile and changes his information? What is going to happen then? let's go back into Make. And first of all, block this off for existing ones. So what we want to do is add a filter and then say new members. And what we want to check here is to see if CMS ID exists. So that doesn't seem to be passing through. Let's actually go ahead and click run once. Again, wait for new data. Thank you very much. Members. And if you're having an issue where not all of the data is being passed through, then what you need to do is update a member that has all of the data filled out after you've clicked run once. So this right here. As we can see, CMS ID is set, so that one is an anomaly. Let's go and click this one and just put next. That's fine. Now it should pass through. It's going to create some nonsense item, but that is totally fine. Now it should show that CMS ID is indeed passing through. Yep, there we go. All right, so now we're going to do CMS ID does not exist. So we want it to go through here if CMS ID does not exist. And then existing member, we want to do if CMS ID exists. There we go. So we have does not exist and does exist. Now, what we want to do here is update an item. So right there, again, select. All right, sorry about that. Now let's get our site. Selection. Now we're going to map the item using this CMS ID field right here. Name, again, we want to do first name. Bio, we want to do bio. Image URL, we want to do profile image. Let's see. This is all good. CMS ID, we don't touch. We leave it as is. Now, we want to do another publish an item, and that should be it. So, there we go. Publish an item. Selection. Map the ID. There we go. Now let's go ahead and save this and run it and see what happens if we update an item. So here's Manuel over here. Let's change Manuel to Manuel with 2 A's and hit save. Your profile's been updated. Let's go back into Make. Boom. As we can see, this went down the existing member thing right here, exactly as we want. And now if I go ahead and refresh this, it should show up as, yep, Manuel with 2 A's. Absolutely perfect. And then again, let's go ahead and hit run once and create a new profile. So let's go back over here. New profile. All good. Let's hit sign up. Add a profile. Add some image. Mako. There we go. Paste in my lorem ipsum. Finish and view profile. And here we can see everyone else that we have. If I go over here, then we can see that there is an error. So that was unexpected. Let's go ahead and see what the issue is here. Missing value of name. All right. So I believe what is happening here is that when the profile picture is updated, it's trying to do it, but they don't have a name yet. So what we can do here to easily fix the problem is add a filter and just say real entry, condition. Now we have to have that name thing running through again. Okay, so again. And once. Wait for new data. Back into Memberstack. Jono. There we go. Now we're going to have that name field. Okay, perfect. So now we can do first name exists. Okay, save. Now let's try again to create a new person. Wait for new data. Let's go back on over to the sign up page. Enter some stuff. Click sign up. Now let's add a profile picture. And if my suspicion is correct, then what we're going to see is that the run is going to get blocked. Look at that. It got blocked. So now let's click run again. Fill out Johnry, a mixture between John and Jeffrey. What a name that would be. All right. Paste, finish, and this should now pass through the top. So that is it. That is how you make working public member profiles in Webflow using Memberstack and Make. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I hope this helps you and have a great day.